In the studio with us here this morning, Don Morin, who is with the name of the group here again, the Saginaw River Marine Historical Society.
That's a big title.
It's a hobby, huh?
Well, it's turned into a semi-full-time job in my retirement.
Yeah, I should point this out. In my 50-some years now, I finally figured out that there's a very thin line between hobby and mental illness. You've got to be careful because sometimes you get crazy, and you are really involved in this, I know.
We're talking to my wife.
That's what I'm saying. So you have a fundraiser coming up here, and you're trying to restore some boats, right?
Yes, sir.
Why don't you explain the importance of these, because I don't know anything about a 1913 Defoe motorboat.
Okay. Many people have known of the Defoe shipyard in Bay City that built freighters and some Navy vessels and so forth. But a little over 100 years ago, the Defoe started building small wooden boats as a part-time job. He was a school teacher. And we've acquired the oldest known Defoe vessel in existence. It was built in 1913, and it's about 18 feet long. It kind of looks like an overgrown canoe.
Yeah, you showed me a picture of it. It doesn't look like much of a boat at all. It's very thin, deep hull.
And very narrow.
Mm-hmm.
It has a single-cylinder iron engine in it.
Mm-hmm.
And so, as I say, we managed to bring it back to the Bay City area, and now we're in the restoration process.
A single-cylinder iron engine.
It's all made out of cast iron.
Wow.
So it's 3 horsepower, but it takes 2 people to lift it.
I guess. You also have...
and your wife?
You also have, you said, a 1951 Bay City prefab boat. What does that mean?
Yes. After World War II, there was a prefab boat industry in Bay City where they, as opposed to a pure kit, these boats were pre-assembled, all the holes were drilled and the screws were put in, and then it was disassembled and shipped to the person that ordered one, and they would reassemble it in their backyard.
Kind of like the Sears Craftsman home, but in a boat form, right?
Yes.
Wow. And so what they're going to do is they're holding a fundraiser, and at this fundraiser they're going to have historic 1951 Bay City boats, prefab boat on display. 1913 Defoe motorboat will be on display, and other classic boats. What other kind of boats will people be interested in?
There's a variety of other Chris Craft Centuries, mahogany boats, if you will, mahogany runabouts. People would better understand that. And a variety of nautical artifacts that have been found or donated from Grandpa's basement or attic that we have acquired to tell about the history of the Saginaw River. There were over 500 vessels built on the Saginaw River.
It's amazing. You don't realize that because all those buildings are gone now for the most part.
Right.
And
after there were 100 sawmills, well, then the shipbuilding became a big industry. Right here in Carlton, there was a shipyard.
And this, of course, is local maritime history, and a lot of people are into that. This is a very maritime area.
Yes.
So a lot of folks who are into boating and that are going to be very interested in this. It's this Saturday from noon until 6. Food and drink will be available at reasonable prices. I don't know what that means. Large raffle.
I can afford it.
Okay. And a 50-50 drawing every hour with all of these classic boats on display, including the 1951 prefab Bay City boat and the 1913 Defoe motorboat that you're trying to raise money for the restoration of.
Yes, and a tremendous number of raffle items have been donated by a variety of local merchants.
And what kind of raffle items do you have that would make...
everything from dinners at local eateries to oil changes, home nautical decor, what have you.
You can find them at 3020 North Water Street, right off Woodside Avenue in Bay City, next to Hooligans Food and Spirits and Tri-City Brewery. That's where this is all going to happen, right? And it's free. Is it free to get in?
It's free to get in, and we're another landmark now is the Edson, the Navy vessel that's in Bay City. It's on the opposite side of the river from the Edson at the Independence Bridge.
I read something the other day where they're going to start painting that thing, huh?
Oh, they've been putting a lot of paint on it.
Oh, they have been doing it?
But it takes barrels.
I'll bet it
gallons,
does.
It takes barrels.
All right, so then again, that's all noon until 6 p.m. this Saturday. Again, you'll find them on North Water Street, right next to Hooligans Food and Spirits, Tri-City Brewery, across the river from the Edson. Thank you.
It reminds me, it doesn't have to do with that, but are the tall ships in this week?
No. That's July.
A month from now.
A month from now, okay.
Yeah, I screwed that up yesterday. And this,
I thought you said it was.
Yeah, I was thinking that this was part of the tall ships thing, and I was saying, yeah, that's this week. Nobody corrected me on it, by
I
the
didn't
way.
know.
It's not until I know, but I mean, usually we get 100 phone calls. You idiot, Burke.
So what's the date they're coming in on?
It's July 7th, isn't it?
July 12th, 13th, 14th, that weekend.
Will they be here all summer or just for that weekend?
They spend like 3-4 day stints at different harbors and move from harbor to harbor.
Oh, cool.
So when we get closer to that.
My dad down there.
Yeah.
No,
we'll have the lighthouse open during that time period.
Oh, cool.
Is that what you set that up?
Yeah.
Through the Saginaw River Marine Historical Society?
Yes.
Very good. It's a hobby, though. Not an obsession, right?
It's just love.
Not insanity, right? 7:46. Thank you, Don.
Thanks, Don.
Well, thank you very much.
Right.
Have a good day.
You too.